What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today, we're going to talk about this album from SiR called November. SiR is a singer who's from Inglewood and a part of TDE, and you know the deal, man. There are very high expectations when you are signed to Top Dog Entertainment. I have heard some of his work in the past. He's done a lot of great features with his TDE label mates, and he did drop that Her 2 EP, which I thought was pretty dope. He showed off some nice range on that with his vocals, and he was also coming through with a production style that was a little bit different. You got a little bit of versatility and variety with that one. But as for the sound here, you're really in for a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of groovy bass lines, a lot of smooth jazz sounds, and a perfect example of this is the song Something Foreign with Schoolboy Q. This is a very laid back and relaxing track. It kind of reminds me of some of the stuff that you might have heard on Anderson .Paak's album Malibu. So this was a dope track, man. I really like what they had going on with that, and it did work great as a single. Now, the song Gone actually starts off this whole project, and there's a little bit of a concept here because SiR is talking to some artificial intelligence. Now, this concept doesn't get too heavy. It does show up again at the end of the song Better, where the artificial intelligence actually enters SiR into sleep mode. So you know, he's basically just on this futuristic, spacey love journey. At least that's the way I took it, but for all I know, he could be talking to one of those new sex dolls. Have you seen that shit? Those things are just way too advanced, and they're gonna take over the damn world, man. We gotta watch out for that. But moving on, two of the tracks that stood out the most to me on this project are Something New and Dreaming of Me. On Something New, you get this beautiful feature from Etta Bond. I think her voice just absolutely is going to give you chills, and she was one of the standout moments on this project. SiR is certainly no slouch when it comes to the singing, but at the same time, I felt like there are a lot of other singers out there who are doing much more with their vocals, hitting, higher notes, crazier notes, some more melodies, harmonies, and acrobatics. And I mean, Etta Bond shows you what I'm talking about once you hear her on this. She really just stole the show, so I'm going to be watching out for her. She sounded great on that. But as for Dreaming of Me, on this one, you might recognize the same sample from Dr. Dre's track Explosive and Erykah Badu's song Bag Lady. So I thought it was very cool to hear SiR's sultry take on that instrumental. I mean, that's one of my favorite songs of all time, Explosive. So he did his damn thing on this. But like I said, I would have liked to hear him belt it out more on a lot of these songs, because as you listen through, you'll notice on some songs, he's kind of just singing very low key, not doing too much. I know that's just a preference thing, that's kind of his style and what he does, but for me, I like it when R&B singers are doing some crazy vocal acrobatics, man. They're just hitting crazy notes, give me some chills, kind of like what Daniel Caesar does, for just one example. But the worst track on here has got to be I Know. This one has sort of some experimental production on it. He's just singing about the stripper with badass kids. Really didn't feel like it fit on this project, and I think that easily could have been left out. I would have thrown that away, so that one wasn't too good, but the songwriting does get much better on most of the album. As you expect, you're getting a lot of relationship stuff, some lovey-dovey stuff, and there's a 3-song stretch that really shows this off. You get the song Never Home, where he's singing about this girl who's just stressed with him because he's on the road and he's never around. He's really just taking her for granted. And then on the following track, War, he finally realizes that he's ready to fight for her and make things right. He knows he's been fucking up, but that's his girl, and he's gonna go to war for her, man. That's how it is. But unfortunately, on the next track, Better, she has moved on, she has found someone better, and now he's just kind of left in the dust. So I think that 3-song stretch really showcased his songwriting. I like the little concept and the idea there, so I just appreciated that trio of songs. It was very cool. But all in all, I mean, this is a very spacey project that you can just kick back with and vibe with. On my first listen, I did find it kind of boring. I just couldn't get into it, so maybe I wasn't in the right mood. But once I came back to it, just laid back with my headphones on, I got carried away with the vibe, and that's why I'm going to go with a 3.5. At first I was feeling a 3 because I just thought, this is all right. It's kind of good for what it is, a solid R&B project. But then some of those themes came together for me on those 3 songs I mentioned. There are some very great instrumentals on here as well, so I think this is a pretty solid R&B project. Don't know if it'll be one of my favorites come the end of the year. We'll have to see what happens, but this is damn sure a good start. But you guys can hit me up in the comment section with your thoughts. I always want to know what you think. And of course, man, hit me up on all my social media sites so you can show me love and show me lots of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.